Yeah, what is there even to say about last week, actually? Like, we played Gate Guardian, and not only did we win, we won, like, decisively? Now, we could blame King's match on bricking, because in all honesty, I saw his hands afterwards. They were sad. He should have had a much better chance against us. If he actually gets set up in Runic, you know how Runic works. We just lose the game at that point. So, I'm surprised we even got as far as we did, honestly. That match against Dan, though, was actually really, really good. That was a highlight of that video. Or of the fucking day in general. I know what I'm spending half of my budget on today, for once. I rarely check or pay any attention whatsoever, but it feels just as good to wear these every time. We need a little adjust. Because as you all know, on this channel, we deal in mass destruction. Please don't give me Blazing Vortex, I'll be pissed. Da 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 da. Oh yeah. Da 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 da. I don't see what that is, but I can tell that it's not new maze. Alright, glasses off. Let's find out what the fuck that says. Hey yo, Photon Hypernova! Alright, alright. That's one of the better ones. That's one of the better ones. Let's go. Also, here's a cat. Say hi, cat. Say hi to YouTube. We're going into Photon Hypernova first, because screw it. Oh, it's a 9-card set, too. Alright. Ooh, Gishki? Gishki got support. Hold on. I don't know what that is. Chronocast. Oh, it's Valence. They're in here? Oh, we got overlap, actually. That's not terrible. Anyway. Made to order. Wait. Made to order mermaid outfit outfitter. Jesus, fuck, that's a tongue twister. Okay. Another overlap. Not really anything else, though. Oh, Pharadonic Advent. Another overlap. Oh, we got Big Bang. Big Bang's not bad, actually. But we need a Kashtira Exceed to use it, so we probably never will, but it's there. Shoju of a trillion hands! Because 1,000 hands was not enough. We needed a trillion. We got the Sex Dagger. I can never pronounce it. Christ. We got Miniruka. Oh, my boy, it's Dynamundo! I actually like Dynamundo. We got another made-to-order mermaid Bazinga. Another fucking Valence Gishki, man. We're not getting anything here, man. The Max C counter true. Yo, we got Abyss Actors dress rehearsal. That'll help. And another overlap. So we have all of those, I guess. Chaos Witch. I actually really like these Chaos cards, but, you know. Oh my god, it's evil Gishki. It's Gishki. I forgot the Gishki support. Yo, Aphosis the Swamp Deity. That'll fucking help us. Chaos Witch again. Alright, this opening is hot garbage. I can see why no one wants these packs. Did we get a tier field spell? I already have one. Sealed only Gishki. Never. Gravekeeper's Inscription. Fucking Gravekeepers got support? Oh my god, we got Gold Pride! Yo, Captain fucking Carey. Let's go. Alright, Captain Carey's cool. We're never going to be able to play the Gold Prides, but I like Captain Carey. Captain Carey's alright. Alright then, so what did we actually get in terms of, like, anything here? We got Ice Jade Manifestation. Scareclaw Defanging. Like, we literally got... We got Baldrake? Oh, actually, we got Scareclaw Kashtira. That's fine. Like, this card helps, at least. What else did we get? Oh, we got Baldrake. I already had one, but I suppose another one isn't too bad. We got the other field spell, which is Perlegia, or whatever. But we can't really do anything with that, so... Well, that was unfortunate. On a complete waste of money, but that's what this entire fucking series is. I accidentally opened the relevant ban list, not what I want to do. We're going Darkmoon Blast, baby! Psychic Rover, Bedrock Dragon. Yo, a Scream! We can actually kind of use that. But we need visas, but whatever, we have it. Goatee, Secret Arts, Black Squall, whatever thing. Oh, we got, Cartesia. And we're not playing Cartesia, but I guess we have it now. if people want us to play Despia for some goddamn reason. We got another Camellia, which means we now have completed the playset of Naturia cards. The only thing we now need is, like, Sacred Oak. Sacred Oak is the last card we need to make that work. And we don't have it. There's the fucking Salmon again. We got another Blessing. We got... Oh, Fright for Hire. Okay, okay. Yeah, Sacred Tree. Yeah, yeah. Twin Saw. We got a Puffin. We got another Scream. We got Blackwinged Assault Dragon, baby. We got Secret Arts. We got a more Goatee. Another Camellia. We got Mitsu. We can't really use Mitsu either, but, like, it's there. We're getting all the wrong Ultras. Oh, and we already have, like, 1,500 Wallows. Okay, well, that was completely fucking useless. Great. Alright, so as I said at the beginning of the video, unfortunately most of the audio was corrupted for this episode, so you'll have post-commentary me for the duels of this episode. In round number 1, we went up against Caddy, who is playing Hey Speeder, which is literally just Junk Speeder Turbo sealed only, which I found to be actually really, really cool. As you can see, the only thing we managed to end on here is the Spell Negate Gate Guardian, which is probably the best possible solution here as we draw into Red Eyes Fusion the following turn. Unfortunately, we get Ash Blossom for I think the first time in the series, and we're stuck just doing nothing for the time being. However, having access to 2 literal Spell Negates and now the Giant Gate Guardian, this match becomes easy as pie, because we can just negate anything he decides to do. It's just that easy. We do side deck in a couple of cards here to try and hit the graveyard for things like Junk Speeder to remove his targets, but I forgot that most of the machines are Earth. But, alas. Game 2, we go in again, and he does manage to pop off completely here. We do open with 2 Bystials, which is probably the best possible opener we could have had. Unfortunately, we don't really have any follow-up. He does go into Junk Speeder and manage to summon about 15,000 tuners onto the board, as expected. In doing so, he is going to start synchroing off for Gallimore Dragon Shell, which is a card I have never seen in my entire life. We do manage to snipe off a Stardust Synchron, which was probably his way into Baron originally, which it turns out it was. He does, however, have the Stellar Starwolf instead to go into Baron anyway. We just make him waste more resources, which presumably is the best thing we can do. We do get a Bystial Baldrake here. We manage to banish the Junk Synchron out of the deck. We do go for the Tearlament play, but it gets negated by Baron. And unfortunately, we don't really have any decent play here. We could have Tribute Summoned in order to get the Bystial effect I learned afterwards, but even so, it didn't feel worth it at the time. I don't know, it was a bit of a weird experience, to be honest. But yeah, he goes into his second Junk Speeder and summon back more tuners from the deck, still sitting on that Baron, which is basically going to ace us unless we can answer it somehow. However, if he does go in and kill the Druiswurm, he's just gonna lose it, which means he probably just wants to sit there, and he does. We draw into Evenly Matched, which could have been a good card here, but he decides to tag it out, which probably means he needs to be able to resynchro into it somehow, so we manage to destroy the Stellar Wolf in order to leave him with nothing left. He normal summons the Battle Fader and decides that this duel is in fact over. He has no other way into his Baron, which is his only power card, so he decides to go out on his own terms, which, as you can see in the stream, makes me giggle like a madman. I suggest you avert your eyes on this one, because this one's gonna go over quick. In round number 2, we played KD, who is on full power Horus, Runic, whatever. It was not a fun duel. Literally, it was over within a couple of seconds, because he just full comboed both games, and there's nothing much we can do about it. Next! For duel number 3 today, we went up against Bosque on what we like to call literal fusion pile. He probably has every single fusion card in there. Branded, Shadal, you get the gist. He manages to only activate 1 card though and pass the turn to us. We do go for the Field Spell, but we do get hit with the Ghost Bell followed by the Ash Blossom, giving us a free Dragoon. However, Dragoon is immediately outed by a Kaiju, which is depressing. We try and mill a couple of Gate Guardians, and we do actually manage to get all of the Gate Guardians in our hand, but he prevents us from summoning fusion cards this turn with Dimensional Barrier. Kind of depressing. He goes into the Bystial Baldrake, and we decide to do trade in here to not give him the right to do so for us. We go for the massive Gate Guardian, we punch over the wall, he does special summon the Golden Sword Soul of all things to stop our attack, but he is unable to stop our Whittling beatdown, and we go to game number 2. As you can see in the stream, I also have a cold, so you know, it is what it is. Game number 2, we do actually open with Pankratops and the Labyrinth Heavy Tank, which are two very, very good cards here. We do decide to go in for the beatdown, and it's going to be a Mercurier. We could banish the Mercurier, but that would activate its effect, so we're going to stop and not do that. Pankratops gets outed by yet another Kaiju. This man is apparently on every single Kaiju in the universe. Attempting to search for the, what I'm assuming is Branded Fusion, we stop him with the one-of Effect Veiler. We draw Shadow Ghoul, but we get hit by the Ash Blossom again for the second time, so we're just going to go in and we are going to trade as good as we can. Trading in, he has 2 cards left. We see him set a card. We draw Terraforming off the top, get our field spell. We manage to get into our spell Trap Negate. And for the one time, we actually needed to activate the effect of the Wall Shadow because we get hit with a Shadow Dragon, spinning back the Kaiju, but it ends up not mattering as Boss K is unable to stop our Whittling offense, and we win the game. And for the last round of today, we were playing up against Dan once again with Machina ABC, one of my weirdest pet peeve decks of this time with the fact that it actually works. We have been struggling against Dan, and our first win against him was last week, and I was hoping to go into this final round ending with 3-1 as the best we could. Our starting hand is not very good here. We are going to go for the Paralino, managing to search out one of the Terra Elements, and we're just going to attempt to mill as hard as we can. Milling one of the pieces, managing to mill the second piece here, and actually getting the third piece off of one of the milled spells mean we can actually go into the big Gate Guardian before he's able to set up his board, which is the only thing we want to do in this matchup. I deliberate for a couple of seconds if I actually want to summon the Scareclaw Kashtira here, but I realize that I probably don't, because that would be bad. It wouldn't be beneficial. He goes for the Scrap Recycler, he sends the C, sends the B and A from hand to get Machina Fortress, managing to get out ABC Dragon Buster here. He goes in for the attack, which is fine. Unfortunately, he is going to destroy it, and we can't really do anything about it because, you know, it's in the damage step. We can't negate it, unfortunately. So we are going to send out the one that is suddenly, because of the Terralement field spell, actually has 30-50 attack, so it has higher than ABC, and during the damage step, we're just going to set ABC's attack to 0, because reading cardboard is very hard. He's then going to simply set a card and then realize that we can just destroy his back row, which is a Solemn Strike, and he scoops up the first game. We cite in every piece of graveyard-hating removal that we have, essentially, because we know he wants to hit cards in the graveyard, and unfortunately, cards like the Bystials don't really do much unless it's an ABC piece, but we go for them anyway. Our starting hand here is not entirely terrible. We do have a way of getting rid of B, so we decide to do that here, even though he still gets Therion onto the board, because we are more afraid of him actually creating power off of it. We go for a Bystial. Unfortunately, we have the weirdest trade possible here, so we're going to go for the Heavy Tank, and he's going to go for Machina Overdrive. Understandable, brings out Citadel here. We're going to go for the Heavy Tank. We are going to set one of the Gate Guardians in our back row, and we have all 3 pieces, so we're just going to summon him. Unfortunately, it gets Solemn Striked, which we should have probably anticipated here, let's be honest. We do decide to go to battle phase, and we just go for the winning play here, managing to get rid of the negate, hopefully. We go for an attack here, and I deliberate for a moment, but I realize we have to hit the Therion first. We go to Damage Step. In Damage Step, we activate Forbidden Droplet, and we pitch the Heavy Tank as well as Dark Magician, because they are both useless to us right now. We manage to trade one off. We go for the Baldrake, banishing the Heavy Tank, and we can just punch for face to clear the entire board, and hopefully he doesn't have anything to recuperate. He is going to draw an additional card here by shuffling back both the Therion and the Fortress, set a card, and then not do anything. We draw a Heavy Tank off the top. We are just going to normal summon it without chipping. We're going to set one of the Kazagens, and he scoops the game up. This was a very decisive win, and I think we finally have the deck that outs Dan permanently, unless he makes some massive changes. The fact that we can negate almost any play that touches us is really, really good.
Hi, YouTube. We cut out like an hour of stuff because, you know, it's whatever. It's still fucking Gate Guardian. We were discussing this earlier, but there's only 8 weeks left after this. Making a change into another deck at this point might actually be impossible because we're not going to be able to build anything in that while. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. I don't really know what to do about it. Like, going into Kashtira seems like the most legitimate thing to do right now, and then just try and build that off of Gate Guardian, or just getting the cards that make Gate Guardian somewhat more consistent and just hoping for the best, but oh well. It is what it is. We went 3-1 this week. Better than expected, as always, but we'll have to see next week. Fuck it, tune in next time. Same channel, same place.
So yeah, thank you for watching this somewhat mess of a video. If you liked, do remember to subscribe. If you want to watch us live, do check the video description down below for my Twitch link. And if you'd like to join in yourself, there's a Discord link as well, because you know what? Everyone is welcome. Have a good one, folks.